Guys, let's all stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance and prayer. Mike, would you please lead the pledge?
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just remain standing for just a minute. Lord above, as we invoke your name and presence with us as we are gathered here as an elected body, witnesses and citizens of our community. We're operating in the rhythms and routines of our lives, and we ask that you guide us and go with us as we do our best for our residents, neighbors, and the patrons of our city. Do things a little bit different tonight. We got some business, and I'm going to do resolutions first. I'm going to ask Tammy if she'll read resolution 25-40. After we do the roll call.
Bill Moritz.
Here.
Roy MacArthur.
Here.
Troy Blackshear.
Here.
Rodney Mullins.
Here.
Tim Seidenstricker.
Here.
Gary Plum.
Here.
Michael Rethmeyer.
Here.
EJ Fleischman.
Here.
Bill Moritz.
Here.
David Wilkes.
Here.
Bill Lehman.
Here.
Bob Sweeney.
Here.
Dave Frenchly.
Here.
Dan Krupa.
Excuse me.
Major Woldridge.
Here. Call me twice. Talk twice now. All right. If you would, resolution 25-44. Tammy, if you read the resolution.
Resolution number 2544, resolution appointing Peggy Allen to fill a vacancy in the office of Ward 3 Councilmember to serve until the next regular municipal election in April 2026, pursuant to section 77.450 RSMo.
David, would you please explain the resolution to the president?
I think it's pretty self-explanatory in the title, and as you all know, a former member of the council who resigned just about a month ago, and per state statute, the process for replacing that person requires the mayor to nominate somebody and the council to approve that nomination, for them to serve until the next municipal election, which will be in April, and that's when there'll be a normal election for the remainder of the term.
Any questions or comments by the city council? EJ.
I just have a few things kind of about the process. Well, Dave kind of explained there. But I think overall, we had some great candidates that had reached out, and first and foremost, I want to encourage those candidates to continue to be involved in the city. We have many different opportunities to get involved, commissions in that, and I think this is a great opportunity. So thanks to those that put their name, wanted to be considered for this position. And speaking specifically to Peggy there, as the resolution states, I think she will do a fine job. She's been very involved in our community for years. She's very experienced. And I'm excited to move forward here in the city and look forward to the council working together. And excited to move forward.
Thank you. With this mayor selection part, I did ask for people to get in touch with me. There was an article in the Leader, and I put something out on my Facebook, and I was asking for some help, and I got 14 decent requests to be considered, and I went through and I had made my first pass on these things, and then I included EJ, so he's our mayor pro tem. We sat down and we both agreed with the way that it worked out, and that's why we bring it to the city council tonight. Are we ready to go? We need a motion and a second to move to the next step.
I'll make the motion.
Gary? Second. All right.
Brian MacArthur.
Yes.
Troy Blackshear.
Yes.
Rodney Mullins.
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker.
Yes.
Gary Plum.
Yes.
Michael Rethmeyer.
No.
EJ Fleischman.
Yes.
6 yeas, 1 nay.
It looks like the motion passes. Peggy, would you please come up here and be recognized and sworn in and everything else? Thank you, guys. Peggy's granddaughter's here with her.
Raise your right hand. I, Peggy Allen,
I, Peggy Allen,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I possess all the qualifications
that I possess all the qualifications
prescribed for my office by law,
prescribed for my office by law,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and of the state of Missouri,
and of the state of Missouri,
the provisions of all laws of this state,
provisions of all laws of this state,
affecting the cities of this class,
affecting the cities of this class,
and the ordinances of the city,
and the ordinances of the city,
and faithfully demean myself in office.
and faithfully demean myself in office.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You can leave. Okay.
We'll be getting a name
I
tag.
need to be up here.
Man, look at you. Congratulations, Peggy.
Thank you.
Business from the floor. We got less than all of us. Okay, all right, one more page. I skipped a page. All right, resolution 2545.
Resolution number 2545, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Spencer Contracting to provide construction services for the Missouri State Road Shared Use Path for the city of Arnold.
David, would you please explain?
Sure, so this is part of a grant that the city received. It's called a TAP grant. And it's to pay for a shared use path, meaning bikes and pedestrians, that'll go along Missouri State Road from about Sherwood Elementary down to the Woodlands. There'll be one crossing as well. It's a 10-foot wide asphalt, with some retaining walls that are required for that. I think you've heard about it before, either Judy or Brian might have discussed it in the previous meeting. And low bid was a Spencer Contracting. I don't know if Bill has those numbers available, if you have any questions.
No, I don't have my fingertips.
Okay, you guys have any comments or questions about this? Gary?
Been getting a lot of phone calls on this, and everybody's for it, they're just wanting to know any idea when it's gonna start. I told them contract ain't been for that, so.
Yeah, I don't have a date on that, but given the time of year, they're gonna have to hurry to start.
Okay. I didn't know if it was, had a year to start.
I believe it's gonna start this year.
Hopefully we don't have bad issues. Okay.
Don't check this.
Is Spencer the same one that did our rec center parking lot?
Yeah.
Because they did an excellent job. They did a real good job.
And they're local, so.
Any other comments or questions? I have a motion and a second, please, to go forward.
Make the motion.
Gary?
Second.
BJ? Roll call.
Brian MacArthur,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Gary Plunk,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Peggy Allen. Yes. 8 yeas.
Resolution 25-46, it's that time of year.
Resolution number 2546, a resolution authorizing the purchase of salt.
David, would you please explain?
Sure, so we're not out of salt, so that's one, I want to put that out there first. However, the city is part of a consortium of multiple cities in the area that purchase salt in bulk and get a better price for it. However, you can only buy it twice a year. This is one of those opportunities to buy salt. And the deadline is actually August 13th, with the delivery coming in November, December, right around there. And we figure it's better to have too much than not enough. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Questions, comments? Pretty self-explanatory. A motion, and a second on this?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Rodney and Brian. Roll call.
Brian MacArthur,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Gary Plunk,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Peggy Allen. Yes. 8 yeas.
Next is resolution 25-47, change order.
Resolution number 2547, a resolution approving change order number 3 to the contract with Spencer Contracting for the 2025 street maintenance program.
David?
Yeah, so this is for Bay Shore in particular. These roads are really old, and in the process of rebuilding it, it raises the elevation a bit, and it's created a stormwater drainage issue for the houses that are along some of the streets there. And what this change order will allow for is the replacement of the driveway approach. That's the connection between the driveway and the street, so that that stormwater issue doesn't adversely impact those houses.
Those are two of which are.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions or comments from you guys? EJ?
Yeah, I do just have a question about like the project overall. I drove through there yesterday and it looks great. Right now it is all concrete. Are they remaining concrete or is there an asphalt overlay that part of it?
I believe it will be concrete. In the future, you could always do an asphalt
Okay.
to extend the life of it.
Okay.
But concrete is, in my opinion, is the way to go with asphalt.
Okay.
Okay. Nobody else? I'd like to have a motion, second, to go forward.
I'd like to make that motion.
Tim, Ward 2, good?
I'll second.
Brian?
Brian MacArthur,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Gary Plum,
Yes.
Michael Reckmeyer,
Yes.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Peggy Allen,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Now we're doing business.
Yes.
Your name, please.
Thank you.
Ed Goldberman.
I didn't even say my whole thing, but that's all right. Everybody gets 3 minutes to speak.
I won't take 3 minutes, Mayor. Ed Golderman, I'm a 10-day resident of your beautiful city.
Welcome, sir.
After 80 years fighting battles in St. Louis, trying to make it a great city again. I'm very, very glad to be here. There's Golderman family connection with Jefferson County. Elizabeth lived on Juniper Hill, a very dear friend of Luciana Ross, who kicked the developers out of Kimswick so that now you still have beautiful Kimswick. She's one of my heroes. Leo Dre is another one of my heroes. He saved millions of trees and miles of our beautiful waterways. And that prompted me to go to battle and save Kiel Opera House. For 20 years, fighting off those who wanted to destroy one of the greatest man-made places of the people, and also to try to save the Ozark Theater. My children think that I'm retired. No, Mayor, I have too much experience, too much energy to stop. I will semi-retire. But I have certain skills and certain experience that you don't have. And you may call on me at any time for a price. Thank you.
Can I get that last little bit? Thank you, sir. Anybody else? That's it? Anybody? Mr. Amato? There you go.
Phil Amato, I'm here tonight to give you a report on what we did today. The mayor will probably amplify a little bit more from his report at the end of the evening, but we did cut the ribbon on the new stoplights there at St. John's Crossing and by Linderhof. We also had an opportunity, EJ and I, to talk to Representatives MoDOT again about River Bluffs Estates with the possibility of adding a set of stoplights there in the future. So where we left it was EJ's going to call a meeting and we're going to try to facilitate something and sit down and talk about it. So anyway, it was an enjoyable day. We saw Tim was there, EJ was there. I think that was it. The mayor's.
Lori behind?
Yes, Lori, the county councilwoman was there. The mayor spoke, so it was a great day for Arnold's, but it come a long time of wanting those stoplights there. Those kinds of things don't happen overnight. And it was good to see Tom Blair, that used to be our representative from MoDOT, that had Jefferson County. Now he's like one or two out of St. Louis from MoDOT. So it was good to see him there. We had a nice conversation with him. But thank you very much and enjoyed coming.
Thank you, Phil. Okay. Nobody else? We're gonna move on to consent agenda?
Items on tonight's consent agenda are minutes from the July 17th, 2025 meeting. Payroll warrant number T00878 in the gross pay amount of $431,001.47. And general warrant number 5887 in the total pay amount of $1,510,560.47.
Do we have any comments or questions? Nothing else? Have a motion to go forward? Request a motion to go forward?
Motion approved.
Tim? Troy? A roll call vote, please.
Brian MacArthur,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Gary Plum,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
DJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Peggy Allen,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Okay, moving on to ordinances, bill number 2908.
Bill number 2908, an ordinance amending chapter 120, article 3 of the Code of Ordinances relating to disclosure of conflict of interest and substantial interests.
David, will you please?
Actually, Tammy's gonna explain this.
This is an ordinance that's filed with the Missouri Ethics Commission annually and requires elected officials of the city to disclose any transactions received in excess of $500 or any conflicts of interest. It also requires city administrator and finance directors to file personal financial disclosure statements annually. This is something the Missouri Ethics Commission requires every 2 years, but the city does it annually to make sure we don't miss any deadlines.
Okay. Any comments or questions? I guess we need a roll call vote on second reading.
Bill number 2908, an ordinance amending chapter 120, article 3 of the Code of Ordinances relating to disclosure of conflicts of interest and substantial interests.
Comments, questions on the second reading? Roll call vote, if you would, please.
Brian MacArthur,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Gary Plum,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
DJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Peggy Allen,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Moving on to motions, Sam, I guess you guys have a little meeting tonight?
We did, and Rodney will give the report for that.
Yep, so we have a temporary caterer's license for a company that's gonna be participating in a local Renaissance fair. They sell mead, so I don't know if anybody is aware of what mead is, but, it's honey-based and, kind of beer-like and wine-like, and some of it can be very strong, so if you partake, I would caution, be very careful, so. But we did have a unanimous vote to approve the license, for this upcoming, and it is a one-day license for that.
When and where? When and where?
Tammy,
VFW on the 16th.
they've done it before, it's been probably 2 or 3 years
2 years
since they've
ago.
done it. So, if you like the Renaissance fair era and want to participate in some meeting, there'll be an opportunity for you.
We'll just need a motion.
You don't need a motion to approve?
Yes.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Go ahead.
Second.
Whoever. Roll call vote.
Brian MacArthur,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Gary Plum,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
DJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Peggy Allen,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Next, we have a motion to approve Arnold Plaza Commercial Center sign, CC staff report. David?
So, commercial center signs are the large shopping center signs, not like the little monuments, the large ones. Those require a conditional use permit, which requires first review by the planning commission and then it comes to the council. At its July 22nd meeting, the planning commission took a look at this application for a sign at Arnold Plaza, which was destroyed or damaged severely by the tornado. It's taken a while for them to get their insurance adjuster out there to get a payment that they thought was equitable. They are asking for a slightly larger sign than what was there before, and it requires them to go to the Board of Adjustment for a variance. However, when Planning Commission looked at it, and I think Mr. MacArthur might be able to back this up a little bit more as he was at the meeting, they didn't think that the slightly larger sign made a substantial adverse impact on the view shed for the general public, and they recommended the approval of this CUP subject to that Board of Adjustment finding. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but this motion will stand approved with no action on your part.
Any questions?
Look, that's where Dave's Diner is, if you don't know.
Yes. Everybody good?
At the golf station, right?
Yes, right on the radio station.
If there's no objections or comments, the motion stands approved. Next is a motion to approve 10 Brook Plaza Commercial Center sign.
Same story, same property owner. Timber Plaza is where Walgreens is up on North Jeffco, and the exact same thing, except this one does not require a variance from the Board of Adjustment. And the Planning Commission at their July 22nd meeting recommended its approval unanimously, and this will stand approved with no action on the board.
DJ?
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, so on that property, there's two signs, the one that's up further by the entrance, and then the one that was damaged down by Walgreens. This one is specifically
Just the damage.
well, they both were damaged, but this one is just specifically the
Like
plaza sign, not the Walgreens sign.
Correct.
Okay.
Any others? Any objections? Motion stands approved. Motion to close session.
A motion to hold a closed session immediately following the city council meeting for the purpose of discussing litigation, real estate, personnel matters, and contract negotiations with employee groups pursuant to RSMo 610.021, paragraphs 1, 2, 3, and 9.
Okay. I need a motion to go into closed session. A second.
I'll make that one.
Gary?
I'll second it.
Troy? Roll call vote.
Brian McCarthy.
Yes.
Troy Blackshear.
Yes.
Rodney Mullins.
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker.
Yes.
Gary Plum.
Yes.
Michael Reckmeyer.
Yes.
DJ Fleischman.
Yes.
Peggy Allen. Yes. 8 yeas.
Okay, now it's time for reports from the mayor and council, and as Phil had mentioned earlier, we were at the ribbon cutting for the two new intersections up there, up at St. John's Crossing and the one at East Miller down by the Dollar General, which is Councilwoman Lori Aaron's favorite place. It was really nice. I don't know if you guys knew about this or not, but that intersection at St. John's Church and Linderhoff area right around Jeffco, our only traffic fatality in 2024 was at that intersection. So I hope this never happens again. It's a much needed stop sign because there's a blind spot coming from over the top of the hill, and it makes it a lot easier to get across there safely now. The one down Miller Road, as Lori attested this morning, there was a terrible accident there just a week before the lights went live. So these are both definitely needed. That was two bits of good news. I mean, it didn't cost all that much to fix those intersections, and I appreciate everybody in the city's patience while they did do that work. The next one's probably not going to be so popular. You guys know that we had that Pi Day tornado that went through that. That'll be 5 months ago next week. And we have got a lot of damage still remaining. Buildings that are destroyed. There are trees that are down in our watershed and need to be cleaned up. Going forward, I've asked the city to step up the idea of checking the watershed to make sure that the creeks that we have not got potential beaver dams formed in them. We have a lot of trees down, and much to my surprise and my information is I found out that the stormwater folks have already marched through the creeks and identified where the trees are down. We need to get those cleaned up. It's not the city's responsibility. It belongs to the people who own the properties, and that could be homeowner associations for larger subdivisions, and it could sometimes be the responsibility of individual homeowners, depending on how their property lines are laid out. There's an awful lot of trees down. If I had to guess from the presentation I got, there's between 20 and 30 trees, and each one of these has a potential to become a beaver dam. And we just can't have that going forward. And there's already been information letters sent out by the stormwater folks to let people know that this has to get done. But as we're coming into winter, it's going to be a little bit cooler to do that kind of work, but at the same time, this has to be done before the spring rain sets. And I just want to let you know that this came to my insistence, that we start cleaning up these buildings that are damaged and still haven't been touched, and clean out the creeks. So, that's all I got. Oh, you want me to call on the next guy, right?
So, Bill, thank you for that. So there's a lot of issues in Ward 3, and we've had a lot of things escalate. So thank you for supporting that. Next thing is just touch on this as an upcoming event. So the Veterans Day Parade is confirmed and planned for November 7th. If you're a veteran, no veteran, have them reach out to myself or Gary Plunk. We'd love to have you participate this year. And the Fox Stuco students began their planning this week in their summer planning for the luncheon and the assembly. So more to come on that, but mark your calendars, it will happen.
It was a good time last year. Those kids were in
I
trouble.
think we've got even a bigger turnout for like vehicles and things like that this year, so we're gonna try and amp it up even more.
Thanks, Rob.
Yep.
Brian?
Number 4.
Mayor, on my report tonight, I'm interested in getting the council meetings recorded, put it on YouTube. So what I'd like to do is make a motion tonight to have that done.
You can make a motion, you wanna bring it to a work session, or you talk to pros and cons of the
I'd like to
idea?
make a motion here to have a motion for that.
It's your right to do that.
I'd like to make a motion.
Bob?
I would really prefer if that is an agenda item before we vote on that. It wasn't on the agenda tonight. It is an expenditure and there are other considerations, so I'm uncomfortable voting on that issue without it being on the agenda.
Okay.
Put it on the next.
Bring it back, we'll put it on the agenda.
Get it on a work session.
We can do that. We can do that, okay.
Yep.
You're right, okay. You have anything else, Troy?
No, that's it.
Thank you, sir.
I have nothing to report.
Thanks. EJ?
Yes, just a few things. I mean, I believe everybody had received my email just in regards to, like, my concerns with some of the weeds and all that, and I, just along some of the sidewalks and the streets, and, I thank you, David, for your quick, action on that, and, you know, that's a concern I've received from several constituents, and I appreciate looking into that, so.
Thank you. Val?
Yeah, Tim, that's all.
Yeah, I just want to say that I'm very pleased with the final product of the intersection at St. John's Church Road in Jeffco. Linderhoff is obviously a Ward 2 subdivision, and I was honored to be there today to take part in the ribbon cutting. And I agree, I hope there's never another accident there. It's just, they did a beautiful job on that. The lights, the street surfaces, it's very, very nice. So I was honored to be there, and I also wanted to welcome Peggy to City Council, and glad to have the full council again, and very excited to move forward and start getting a lot of good work done.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, welcome.
I want to thank people for their support. There were some very nice things on Facebook about me, I appreciate it. And David and Bill, we need to have a working lunch because I get 4 pages of questions for you.
Very well, I'm going to the river tonight. Gary?
Welcome, Ms. Peggy. We've known them to be fun. I'll back up the mayor's, what he said in his statement. The creeks and waterways throughout the city needs to be cleaned up. Partially it's gonna come under, like you say, HOA or homeowner's responsibility. And I've had to deal with some of that personally, and I know it's hard on the homeowners, hard on the HOA, but I'll back you on that, sir.
Thank you. And then admin reports, David?
Also welcome Peggy, you go from coworker to my boss. That's all.
Karen?
Just welcome, Peggy.
Thank
Glad
you.
to have you.
What?
Those are cool.
Bill?
I gotta say hi to Peggy.
Hey, Bill.
Glad to have you. That's all I have.
David?
Hey, Dave.
I do have, next week we have our 20th anniversary of the rec center. We have events planned for every day through the week, ending on Friday with a outdoor pool party, 3 to 7, free admission, barbecue, birthday cake, bubbles, all that good stuff.
Wow.
So go to our Facebook and see what's going on Monday through Friday next week. All kinds of contests and stuff going on too. And then the much anticipated farmers market edition did start. 3 days we got a whole section of posts put up, but we still are projecting 26 opening, even though it looks like it's going up very fast. We've got a lot of events coming up that is going to slow us down, so we have a couple weeks to get some posts up. That's what we're doing.
Cool. That's all I did. Bob Swing?
Thank you, Mayor. Welcome, Peggy. In addition, I just wanted to let you all know you received a memo from me earlier in the week about the audit lawsuit in which someone disclosed confidential information to the auditor, making the lawsuit moot. I will let you know that the police department has opened an investigation and is exploring criminal charges on that. So I hope you all will take your oath that you just heard Peggy repeat seriously, and that you not violate the ordinances and the laws of the city in selfish efforts at self-aggrandizement. And that's it.
That's it. Thank you. We're gonna take a 10-minute recess while we wait for a closed session, and thank you all for being here tonight. Nice turnout.